An aerocraft that no one will be able to see coming. A technology that'll go down in history. Something straight out of science fiction. It was born to revolutionize the whole planet, with turning basically every dream into a reality. Every one of your innermost dreams he now knows, because he's a magic man. So far, Elon Musk is doing a pretty good job at all this. He deserves a pat on the back. But now he's going to do something that we all thought would probably stay a dream. Electric VTOL aircraft. Yeah. His dream is to turn the planet upside down with his new crazy ideas, so get ready, Australia, world's coming for you. It may seem like he might actually be able to do it, though. So when he can say it, why can't we explore it? A visionary man like Elon Musk isn't really content with just building electric cars or trucks or sending rockets to space. You know, that would be too mainstream, too basic. So yeah, he never does anything ordinary. It's no surprise that he and his team of brilliant engineers and designers at Tesla are now eyeing the aviation industry. What an extraordinary venture that Elon and Tesla are going to be offering this time. I mean, come on, a supersonic VTOL electric plane, which, for those of you who aren't nerds like me, VTOL stands for vertical takeoff and landing, and it basically means that an electric aircraft would be able to take off and land, but vertically. Similarly to like a drone. Could you believe it? A massive flying drone that you plug in for a couple of hours and boom, minimizing emissions and stuff? Does not seem real, but that's just what Elon Musk wants us to think. Supersonic electric VTOL would imply supersonic, electric, and VTOL. You know, rather than just like two of these three. Sticking with simply a supersonic electric or supersonic VTOL opens up a huge amount in the design space in some really intriguing ways. But it's pretty clear that Musk is talking about the whole shebang. There are three significant challenges involved with a supersonic electric VTOL flight. There's also the issue of developing an electric propulsor capable of operating at supersonic speeds. Then there's the issue of constructing batteries with specific energy and power required for supersonic cruise and vertical takeoffs. Finally, there's an issue of fitting everything inside of a supersonic aircraft. Let's begin with one issue at a time, the propulsor. Only the Lockheed Martin F-35B, a supersonic aircraft capable of vertical landings, has actually entered the service thus far. It's propelled by a Pratt & Whitney F-135 afterburning turbofan engine capable of producing 40,000 pounds of thrust while burning a lot of fossil fuel. For electric aircraft, such a quick source of thrust generation just doesn't exist. It's unclear what a viable substitute might actually look like. It's so out there that it hasn't even been imagined yet. It won't look like the ducted fans using an existing eVTOL planes like the Lilium jet, since their blade tip speeds would go supersonic and lose efficiency as they approach Mach 1 in the compressible regime. Mark Moore, a former NASA engineer and electric VTOL evangelist, is headed out on that path with the Whisper Aero, a Tennessee-based business that came out of stealth in July. Moore and Whisper Aero Chief Operating Officer Ian Villa haven't really revealed much about their new electric propulsor technology. Still, they claim it'll be capable of propelling an all-electric 4 to 19-seat Whisper jet at speeds of up to 300 miles per hour and 480 kilometers per hour with insanely low noise and incredible operating costs. Moore informed me after I began researching supersonic eVTOL. He said this to me personally. I would argue that we're en route to what Elon is talking about, more than anyone else in the entire electric aircraft sector. Moore, for one, believes that this supersonic electric aircraft might be screaming fast at high altitudes where conventional turbofans can't operate since they rely on oxygen from the air combustions. Someday, when we have decent enough batteries to fly up to that altitude because the air is so thin and high-speed cruise is all parasitic drag, he remarked, with what we're doing right now, we're on that trip, and the batteries can only do so much right now. Which takes us to the next thorny little issue on our side in this supersonic electric VTOL flight, the batteries. Because hovering flight requires so much power, the VTOL requirement makes the task considerably more difficult than it would be otherwise. When it comes to integrating individual battery cells into packs, any electric vehicle manufacturer is going to be concerned with conserving weight while simultaneously protecting against damage and thermal runaway. Developers of supersonic aircraft have some extra concerns. The thin air at the high altitudes, it might be beneficial for efficient cruising, still it will make the high-voltage batteries more sensitive to discharge. An electrical release induced by the ionization of the air surrounding a conductor, which must be included in the electrical system design. It's also freezing up there. At low temperatures, whatever electrochemical reactions are fueling a supersonic electric VTOL battery are very likely to be substantially lower. Shripad said that rapidly discharging the battery might theoretically generate enough heat to mitigate the problem, but thermal management needs to be very carefully assessed. Then there's the issue of where to put them dang batteries that make up 70% of an aircraft's mass on a supersonic plane. You have to have incredibly low wave drag, says Ian Via of Whisper Aero. And this just basically means that as you approach the sonic barrier, the form of your aircraft must be suited for the boom and the low drag. Separate propulsors might be necessary for VTOL flying. He continued, therefore, the packaging issue also applies to the propulsion system, or the systems. You can't just put propulsors everywhere because of the supersonic design constraints, which push you towards the thin fuselage that's very narrow and very long. All of these experts are trying to say that this new VTOL aircraft might seem like a great idea, and it might be possible in the future, but right now we're just limited with the technology that we have. Now that doesn't mean that it's impossible to build something like this, but in the current time with what we have right now, it's close to impossible to build something like what Elon Musk is talking about. But hey, that's kind of his forte, doing things that everyone's like, you can't do that, and he's just like, yeah, let's do it. So, who knows? But when we're on the subject, let's explore the possibilities that we have with our current technology set. If supersonic, electric, and VTOL are too much to ask right now, a less ambitious combination of those characteristics could be feasible in the near future. Harvest Zhang pointed out an attempting supersonic flight comes with a double whammy of very high drag as well as a standard ducted fan designs that just aren't suited for supersonic flight. In comparison to a subsonic M0.8-ish electric VTOL, which may theoretically achieve LDs in the 12 to 15 range, making a supersonic electric VTOL is likely to be more of a step shift in complexity than a steady climb. He wrote, it makes so much more sense to go with the high-speed subsonic alternative. A hydrogen-based design that uses an advanced fuel cell for vertical and low-speed flight, complemented by a propulsion unit that uses hydrogen as a combustible fuel source to produce thrust for high-speed/supersonic flight, according to Ashish Bagai, principal at the BUG Aero and a specialist in advanced vertical flight concepts. That could be a viable option. It's kind of cheating, though, because you're not flying in electric mode at both ends of the spectrum, but you're also not using different fuel types or going through several energy conversions, from latent to mechanical to electrical. He explained all this. The guy's notion is beautiful, but given Musk's well-publicized hatred for hydrogen in the automotive context, it may require the support of a different billionaire. While Bagai does not believe that there are practical routes to a supersonic electric VTOL jet in the near future, he also doesn't believe that it's just a joke and dismissible. And now that I've gone through this entire topic, neither do I. I believe there's a lot of benefit from a scientific aspect, from learning, doing things that are extremely difficult to do, gaining information, and demonstrating that they can be done, he said. And there are frequently a lot of useful side effects along the way. Now, if I'm honest, it could have been cool enough if we were able to combine technology and makeup, but something that would be the same as VTOL, but right now we just can't. Possibilities there. Air travel that is environmentally friendly, I mean, it's there in blueprint, just not in practice. When we'll be able to witness the Tesla VTOL electric plane? Now, to answer that question, we must evaluate a variety of aspects like the availability of efficient batteries, the time it takes to create prototypes, research and testing time, aviation certificates, and government approval, among others. Whew. To witness a VTOL electric plane soaring at that high in the blue sky is going to take at least 8 to 9 years, so we'll have to wait and see for now. What are your ideas on the electrifications of plane, you inventor, genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist? You, in the comment section below? Would you prefer to travel in a Tesla VTOL electric airplane, or whatever? Now, if we had access to this VTOL right now, we could have helped Ukraine in a way that we couldn't even imagine. It would have been a great addition to the military too, but, there's no point in sitting and crying about it, right? As the future isn't that far away. Who thought we'd be able to make a rocket that could go up in the sky, complete its mission, then come back down to Earth and land on its own? I mean, the possibilities are expanding every single day. If I had told them that we would make something like this 10 years ago, the rocket, they would have laughed at me. But look at us now. Elon Musk did it. I had nothing to do with it, but I feel related because I'm a human being in the same gene pool as him. So it's the same thing. And who knows, maybe in the upcoming years he'll be able to do this VTOL thing too. And there's always hope. So, see you later, guys.